Yo, what is going on, guys? Fred at eSkate Unity here. Today we are going to check out the WOWGO AT2 Plus. Let's start with the unboxing. As you can see, it's very well packaged. Let's put this to the side for right now. So let's start with the accessories that are hiding underneath the board. You got your owner's manual. You also got stickers. Now this board has a 2-in-1 package, so you get the 120mm cloud wheels. You also get the 3-amp charger. Here we got the power cable for the charger. Here is a air pump for the all-terrain tires, and here is a T-tool. Now here are the additional belt covers for the street wheel version. Here is a handle that you can bolt on to the base plate of the trucks in order to roll it around. A dual charging cable for the taillights it comes with. Here is an extra power button in case that malfunctions. Here's a USB charger for the remote. Now here are the actual taillights that have 5 different settings to blink, and they also are brake lights as well. And I really think these lights are really worth buying. Here is the Allen key with 3 different sizes. Here is the cloud wheel bearings. Here are the additional belts for AT and street. Here are the 40T pulleys for the cloud wheels. Here is the famous Hobbywing remote. Now let's have a closer look at the board. Now the board weighs 30 pounds. The deck is made out of Canadian maple, bamboo, and fiberglass. Now the length of the board is about 39 inches in length and 9.7 inches in width. Now here is where the taillights get mounted, and as you can see, they just simply screw right in. Now let's talk about the battery. It is a 12S 4P 14 amp hour 604 watt hour battery, and it's utilizing a Hobbywing ESC. They are using standard double kingpin trucks with 95A barrel bushings. So the tires are 7-inch all-terrain sun-made tires with their own hub design. These are 5330 motors that are 1300 watts each. I also love it when boards come with free bash guards. Let's charge her up. Let's take it for a ride. Okay, so let's first talk about the deck. The WOWGO AT2, even the first version, was always so flexible, and this is no different. When I did my review over a year ago on the first AT2, I was expressing how much I love the flex and the comfortability of the deck. On top of having a comfortable deck, you also have that great snapback. When you have a comfortable flexy deck like this and you dig in your heels, it responds right away with a nice snapback. So a very comfortable deck mixed with a great snapback carb feel, that's a great selling point to me. This board is also excellent for Chinese nollies. So the AT2 Plus has that great snapback feel. The deck is now a little wider. It's got an upgraded battery. It's got a free bash guard and upgraded motors. Now, since the deck is a little wider, but it still has that same comfort level, I think this is even better. Even using street wheels riding over really bad roads, it's still very comfortable. Now let's talk about the all-terrain wheel. I don't know why no one brings this up, but these hubs are actually pretty cool. They remind me of the XL hubs that are really high-end and very expensive. Now I know they're not the same quality, I get that. I think it's just worth mentioning because it's a cool design that no one else did. As you can see, most China brands have a pretty basic design and they all look the same. As for the tires itself, they're using 7-inch Sunmate tires. They're not my favorite, but they're not terrible. They actually have decent balance. They didn't wobble like crazy at higher speeds. They have plenty of grip on the streets. And unlike a lot of other China-based brands, they're mounted properly. Now, just like most all-terrain tires, it can easily ride over the sidewalks. Now, when you want to test it with bad roads, this flex deck, the tires, and the clearance of the deck is a perfect combination for comfort. Now let's see how it performs off-roading. Now this is where I truly love the board. When you have cloud wheels on this board, it has this natural longboard vibe to it that I absolutely love. Having that lower center of gravity feel is my type of vibe, especially with a flex deck. Now let's see how she performs with the cloud wheels. As for top speed with the cloud wheels, I got 32 miles per hour, which is plenty for this setup. As for top speed with the 7-inch all-terrain setup, I reached 28 miles per hour with their stock pulley setup.
1, 2, 3, go. Alright, Max is on the GTR with street wheels. I'm on AT WOWGO. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
As for range with the stock all-terrain setup, I'm a 150-pound rider and it was about 39 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I got 17 miles of range with a mix of off-roading and riding on the streets. Here's an acceleration test using the 120mm cloud wheels.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so here is a very steep hill that we normally do. Instead, we're starting it on the bottom using the 120mm cloud wheels. Check it out. Now, in the beginning when this board first came out, they had really soft bushings inside these double kingpin trucks, and I actually demoed one of them. Now they are utilizing 95A bushings, so if you order this board now, you actually will get very good stability for double kingpin trucks. This is the behavioral traits of the board with the stock bushings. In my opinion, it's a little bit too stiff. Now, normally I actually like stiffer bushings with double kingpin trucks, but this was actually a little bit too hard for me. What I decided to do is change out 2 bushings out of 4. So with the front truck, I put an orangatang soft nipple bushing on the roadside, and on the rear bushing, I use another orangatang soft nipple bushing on the roadside as well. Check out the difference. As for the range with the 120mm cloud wheels, I'm a 150-pound rider and it was 37 degrees out. Now, when it's that cold, it definitely affects the range, so I got 21.5 miles with the 120mm cloud wheels. Final thoughts. Now, a few months ago, I posted a review about the Revel RS being a great entry-level 2-in-1 board. Now, I still think that simply because the price is so low and it has a 2-in-1 capability. But with the WOWGO, if you spend just a little bit more, you get a much bigger battery, you get bash guards for free, You also get a flex deck that is way more comfortable, and the wheelbase is a little bit bigger. The deck on the Real RS is very stiff and it's very small, and the WOWGO is just definitely more comfortable. So if you're finally looking to get a 2-in-1 board and you don't want to spend a crazy amount of money, this is definitely a way to go. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.